What's poppin', y'all? Mom, they're beefing again. DDG and Bruce drop 'em off, who we thought patched things up when Bruce drop 'em off would make his long-awaited return to streaming, and DDG would gift them subs. Well, they're back at it again. And this all started from some comments that Bruce drop 'em off made at the Plaqueboy Max streamer Diss War stream that he was doing, where he organized a bunch of streamers and they would all make a song dissing each other, and there was a bunch of shots thrown between each other, and Bruce drop 'em off would react.
Damn, DDG bobbing his head. He thinking like, how do this nigga rap better than me? It's crazy. Bro, I do that.
At the end of the day, I'm the only one on this call with plaques. Let's be honest. Y'all ain't gotta give me my credit, but we just gotta look at the numbers. We gotta look at the everything in between, all right? You gotta understand, everybody got their own taste in music. I don't listen to, like, it's a girl named Carol G that's performing today. Everybody named Mama going to watch her. I never heard her songs before, but she's at Coachella and I ain't.
So here, Bruce kicks it off. We're just being fair here. And Bruce is the guy that started one of the biggest hate campaigns on DDG ever, which was gun to your head, name 5 DDG songs. Now, okay, guns to my head. I got I'm Geekin'. I got Moonwalking in Calabasas. I got Tesla or Elon Musk. I got, oh no. Guns to my, oh my God. I've got, is it Royalty? What's the first song that he dropped? Okay, no, hold on. There's no time limit. Indian, that he did for Neon. That's a newer track, but he ghost wrote that whole track. So we got Indian, and I need one more. I'm dead. Sorry, I'm dead. Oh no, Pink Dreads. Oh no. Yeah, that's the other one. Damn, that was so close. Anyway, so that meme became a whole thing, and DDG, he would respond to this mention by Bruce drop him off.
Bruce, you soft. You never outside. Ever. I wish I would have been at that Paris show. Ooh, you so fucking lucky. Matter of fact, go to Paris and motherfucking go to Fashion Week this summer. I'm gonna check your temp. I just want to check it. That's all I want to do. I just want to check your temp. That's all I want to do. Because you yapping too much.
Now, the reason why he talks about showing up to Fashion Week is because Bruce drop him off. He's very into like fashion, style, things like that, especially like Atlanta, him growing up in Atlanta and growing up as a kid during that era of the Ian Connors. I think he had what was the group called? Was it L3NF? That Tumblr era? It was Ian Connor, Ken Rebel, and this other guy whose name is escaping me right now. And Jay Stash, who's actually crazy. He's dead now. But all of those guys, Bruce drop him off was inspired by those guys. And he had his own clothing brand, I think, when he was still a small streamer. I don't think he has it anymore. So he was at Fashion Week, and he ran into Kai Cenat in Fashion Week.
You gonna let a nigga in Clover Boy start you like that? Nah, twin, let me tell you something. Any nigga that ever said something about me on the internet or did something about me on the internet, I guarantee they apologized first before we even spoke. Facts.
Oh, so you saying Kai apologized to you first? Okay.
What the fuck? No, but if he seen me in person, he spoke. I ain't speak to him. Facts. What you talking about? There you go. Now what? Now what? Yes, he seen me. Now what you talking about?
So he came up to you.
No, he ain't come up to me. He stayed over there, whatever the fuck he was at, and I stayed where I was at. And he said,
okay, so what he said?
He said, you can't be liking like that out here, broski. Then I said, what's up?
You?
Yeah, he said that to me. What the fuck?
And what you say back?
I said, what's up? And that's it. What do you mean? It was a normal interaction, bro. Now you, on the other hand, if you come to Marietta tomorrow, I don't know.
I got people in the Marietta game.
It's the truth. On God, it's the truth. The student was literally there. I don't have no reason to lie.
So this was a call that Bruce Dropomoff was on with Cuffham, who he's cool with. And Cuffham was doing diss wars with Reggie, also known as Lil Rodney's son, who is one of the people that's Clover that's in Kai Cenat's camp. So that's the context of their conversation. And Bruce tells the story about Kai Cenat coming up to him at Paris Fashion Week. So Kai Cenat temperature checking, if you want to call it that. But the back and forth that happened was because Kai Cenat, Bruce, and Your Rage were all like kind of like a crew, an unofficial crew. They were homies. They would play video games together. They would stream together. And then it would be revealed that Bruce Dropomoff was practically a snake. He was talking crazy about Kai Cenat. He was hating on Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat was really hurt by that. He cut the guy off. He's like, yo, what the hell is this? This is like snake behavior. You're talking to your mod about me. And then funny enough, the mod is the one that leaked all of this about Bruce. And then Bruce would later come out and say, yeah, I never liked that guy anyway. Yeah, screw him. And he went on this villain arc before disappearing for quite a while. So that's why DDG was saying that, yo, you know, I'm going to press up on you too. And then Bruce Dropomoff would react to this by DDG.
Right.
I'm gonna check your temp. I just want.
Price. Yo, Derek, you gotta come harder than this in this clip, gang. You have to come harder than this. This little tough guy bait shit is not gonna work, bro. You should have went way harder than this. Why are you even upset? Why did he even talk about me, bro? Why did he talk about me? You dad gotta come hard. You could have went way harder than this, bro. You could have said I fell off. You could have said way more. You're scared. Let me tell you something about black, bro. And this is why we will forever be seen as the bottom of the barrel crabs. Because I don't want to go to Paris to fucking link a nigga so he can ask me, bruh, Bruce, why you don't like me, bruh? Get the fuck out of.
Now, Bruce right here, especially towards the end, he's just trying to spin it. Nah, that's not what DDG's doing. DDG's, like, Bruce has made it a point to constantly, he created a hate campaign against DDG and DDG's music at a time when that wasn't necessary. And this is the thing too, DDG took the higher road, was the bigger person, and when Bruce Dropomoff came back, he gifted Bruce as like it was basically a peace offering. He's like, listen, man, you know, like, welcome back to streaming. DDG's being a solid guy. And then you come in there like still clowning DDG. So he thinks like, yo, I thought we were cool. And then you're just continuing to make him the butt of the joke. So yeah, what is he going to do? If he runs into you, he's going to be like, yo, what's up with that? Because I'm thinking we're one way and you're playing it off like we're something else. Like, we don't got to be friends. I don't think DDG said that they had to be friends when he gifted him the subs. But like, yo, let's bury this thing in the past. And Bruce is trying to make it seem like, oh, yeah, this guy's coming up to me asking, why don't you like me? Well, it's not a why don't you like him, because there's probably a bunch of, like, Kai Cenat. Bruce Dropomoff isn't constantly talking about Kai Cenat like this. Or maybe he is, and it's just not getting clipped. But these clippers, they would have pulled it up. If he was constantly trashing Vivette, the head designer of Vivette, then it would have been mentioned. But the thing is, we all know that DDG would beat the brakes off of Bruce. Bruce knows this too. And that's with or without any of the brother, really, Dub, with DDG. And this is another thing too. I don't want Paris Fashion Week to end up with streamers getting into fights. That's a bad look. And I don't think Bruce wants that either. I do think Bruce, he's just trying to make content. He's trying to entertain. And he's being authentic. I think he thinks DDG's music is a joke, which is fair enough, but you got to coexist in a space with this guy. And if he runs into you, the way that he reacts is the way that he reacts. And you can't really say anything about him. And DDG, he would follow up again.
Bruce, why you don't like me, bruh? Get the f*** out of my face! What are we, 13, gang? Bruh, this is checking the temperature. Bruh, so why you be saying the things that you say? Why you don't like me, bruh? What are you gonna do, Daryl? Kill me?
When you see me in person, you gonna act like I'm a ghost. No, gonna check your temp. And if you hold me for 1 second, we're gonna handle it. Right in there. That's all it is. It's just gonna be some respect. Don't try to be cool, try to be all tough, blah, blah, blah. That's when the fight escalate. That's when shit escalate. But all the shit you say on the internet, like, obviously you be trolling. Obviously you don't want no smoke. Me and you both know I whoop your ass. It's not a threat. I just know you're not, like, I just know you're not really on that. So check your temp don't mean I'm gonna kill you. Why would I throw my life away for a nigga named Bruce? I would never do that. It's not that serious. But I would love to meet you in person. That's all it is.
Am I tripping? I think DDG is being perfectly reasonable here. And Bruce is just trying to blow it out of proportion. Like, what DDG is saying is he's not going to press Bruce. He's just going to say, like, yo, what's the deal with that? You were clowning me for years. I thought we buried the hatchet. And then you're bringing this back up again. And then at that point, what is Bruce going to say? Is he going to say, nah, man, you know, that's all jokes. Ha, ha, ha. You can't really say that because it can't be all jokes when you patch things up. It's like, yo, why are the jokes always about me, though? Why not Kai Cenat? Why not these guys? And then you can really get to the core of the issue. Or is he going to say, yeah, but you're a bum, your music's trash, and then it's going to escalate, probably, which is fair enough from DDG. Because the thing with Bruce and DDG is that he's not being fair. Like, for example, like when I talk about DDG right now, I'm saying like DDG's being quite sensible. There are certain songs, like I said, I think DDG did an excellent job with social media. One of the hardest working people. I had a post actually blow up on X talking about how DDG's managed to stay at the top of a very competitive industry, which is the industry of attention, social media, for a decade. Like, there are people that he looked up to watching, like, or was cool with, like FouseyTube, Mystic, and those guys have fallen off, maybe gotten up again, but they're not at the top of the game anymore. And he's still at the top of the game. So if I clown DDG or something, let's say we're in a conversation. Well, I'm like, yo, look at all these good things I said about you. And then at that point, he would be unreasonable to say, well, you only got to say good things about me. At that point, if you're the general public, you're like, yo, you're tripping. Like, the guys, he said good things about you. He said critical things about you. He's been quite balanced and fair about you. And DDG seems like a fair guy. Now he does. I think back in the past, if you just called DDG's music bad, he was very hurt by it. I think he was insecure about how people perceived him in the music industry and not taking him seriously because he was a YouTuber, and that's why he stopped making content for a long time. But I think he's grown past that now. But Bruce, it's just the only time DDG's mentioned is the butt of a joke. And at that point, you got to wonder, what's the deal? Because there's plenty of people whose music I don't like. Like, for example, there's a bunch of Yachty songs that I don't like. But I don't use Yachty as the barometer of a trash rapper. Like, even in Netspend, right? That guy's music is largely trash. But I'm not, how many times do I ever mention Netspend? You know what I mean? And granted, I do think the guy's still got time to develop, and that's something I make a note of. So with Bruce, really, we do got to ask ourselves, why do you hate him so much? Or why did you hate Kai Cenat so much to talk so much trash about him when Kai Cenat's only been solid to everybody? Like, we haven't seen anybody else talk trash about Kai Cenat in any capacity, it leak, whatever the case may be. Everyone loves Kai Cenat, even if they're not close with him anymore. But Bruce is the only one that has an issue with him. And then you got to ask yourself, well, maybe you're the issue. And I think that's what DDG's trying to get into. So to be honest, the best outcome for here is for Bruce to constantly be watching DDG stream and make sure that they don't run into each other. That's it. DDG's not threatening. It should not be seen like that at all. DDG's just trying to have an authentic, or trying to get an authentic reaction out of Bruce, because Bruce is not going to be talking to DDG in person in the same way that he does on stream, because on stream he is an entertainer. Off stream he is a regular person. Same thing with DDG. DDG on stream, he's pretty chill. He's not, doing much of an act. Like Akai Sanat, for instance, when he's going to these Italian manufacturers, he's not jumping around like, yo, and running to the other side of his room or to the other side of the office before running back. Like, yo, that was a crazy stitching you just did there. He's not doing all that. He's talking normally. And I think that's a distinction that fans need to make of an individual like Bruce. So I think Bruce just needs to, instead of stream snipe, he needs to like stream hide, camp. He needs to be camping away from DDG at Paris Fashion Week for the good of everybody. Like, we don't want an altercation to happen. We know an altercation will happen because Bruce is either going to fall back and say, it's all jokes, man, we're cool. And then DDG is going to be like, yeah, that guy said we're all cool. Why is he still talking on the internet? Or it's going to escalate. And we don't want either of that. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.